Alright, I hope all you fathers out there had an amazing Father's Day. I know I did. My wife asked me what I wanted to do. I said I wanted to go to Galaxy's Edge. Well, good luck getting a ticket to Galaxy's Edge. So we did something even better. She took me to California, Riverside, and we rode the Milestone track 2 days in a row. Sunday I got to ride with a bunch of my friends. God, it was just amazing. I finally sacked up, hit the big triple in the back. Just the feeling of that is like no other. I'll put a little clip of that at the end of the video. If you stick around that long, you can check that out. I'd also like to throw a shout out there to Undercover Capes for helping me out with this Logan figure. This was a figure that, even if they didn't help me out, it's Logan, it's Wolverine. This is the 6th Logan Wolverine figure that they've made. It's kind of getting a little ridiculous on their character selection, but at the same time, I wanted every single Logan Wolverine figure that they made, except for that Samurai one. I thought it was cool, but it just didn't really appeal to me. For $80, I was like, I really don't need a Wolverine with flip-flops on. I really don't. And I'm trying to cut back on the Mezco just a little bit because at $80 a pop, I'm trying to get characters that I really like. The Samurai one was definitely one that I really didn't like. All the other Wolverines I do have, I will pull them all out. Like, I look at this and I was like, yep, needed that one. Yep, needed that one. So I kind of had to get it. I pulled him out of the package at a quick glance. He looks pretty good. The jeans, yeah, kind of has a grandpa pants situation going on. Alright, so here's this Logan figure, and also here is a bunch of other Logan action figures. These are the Marvel Legends side. On the Marvel Legends side, I think that this one looks basically just as good as this one. We'll do a side-by-side comparison. They're also making this one in a black tank top with a cowboy hat for you suckers, or for myself, which I'll probably be getting that one also. And then behind them, I've already showed you all those action figures, so I'm not going to pull them out. I just wanted to pull them out to show you how many Logan figures we actually have, which is a ton. These ones back here, these ones actually came with motorcycles as accessories. This one came as a motorcycle, like a 2-pack that you actually had to pay for. Then this one came in the 2-pack with the Sentinel, which I actually thought that one was pretty cool. And the Sentinel, oh, did I mention I got that for 50% off? So that's probably the reason why I got it. No, I'm just kidding. I got it because I have to have my Marvel Legends collection complete. Then over here on this side, you have the Mezco side, and I didn't get the Samurai one just because I didn't really like it. I didn't really want to buy it to be a completist as far as Marvel Legends goes. You got to figure these things are $80 each. So I try to pick and choose and get the ones that I really want. Unfortunately, the ones that I really want are pretty much every single DC and Marvel action figure that they do in every variation. I wish that I could stop myself from doing that, but when you look at this, you're like, okay, I definitely needed the X-Force one, and while I definitely needed the brown costume one, and what Wolverine fan wouldn't want the one in the blue costume? And you're just kind of going, man, I gotta have it. And then they made Old Man Logan with Hulk in a backpack, and you're like, wow, that's really cool. I definitely have to have that. And then right after you bought that, they announced this. And we were sitting there going, you guys got to be kidding me. Of course I want a Logan figure. Why wouldn't I? I'm a fan of Logan. I'm a fan of Wolverine. But you just hit us with the same characters over and over and over again. And it's starting to get a little old, a little repetitious. I used to talk to Pierre before he either quit or got fired. I'm not real sure what happened there. And I'm like, bro, why do you keep hammering us with the same figures over and over and over? And he goes, once they're on the assembly line, it's just cheaper to pump them out. Like, you know, like, there you go. You don't have to buy them. If you do want to buy them, they're pretty much all going to come out at the same time, which they did. It's just one after another and after another. It makes collecting a little bit boring. Like, it's hard to get excited about getting another figure when you already have this many of the figures standing right behind them. As far as this thing goes, it comes with 3 head sculpts. This is the cowboy hat, which I absolutely love. I think they killed it. I think it's really cool that they did a different cowboy hat on the Old Man Logan. They didn't give you the same cowboy hat, so that was definitely kind of cool. Then you have the patch head, which I'm not going to use, but I'm glad that they got it. If they did make a stocky, short action figure in a white suit, I would probably, I don't know, man, it's $80. It's hard to pull the trigger on that. As far as these head sculpts go, I don't really see how that could be any better. That is absolute head sculpt perfection like that. They really hit it out of the park. And then it also comes with this head sculpt, and I'm sitting there thinking, which head sculpt should I use? I gotta display with the cowboy hat, otherwise I won't really feel like I got my money's worth. And I'm sitting here looking at the action figures behind it, and I look over at this brown costume Wolverine, and the head sculpts that came with this I thought were just shit. Like, that thing sucks. And then you look at this head sculpt, and you're like, wait a second, I got an idea. Let's pop this crappy head off. Let's put this good head on. And man, that is just a huge improvement. I don't know how they screwed up that face so bad. The only reason why I displayed this head on him is because I have so many Logan / Wolverine action figures. I tried to display one of each figure. He also comes with claw hands, which I'll just go ahead and put those on right now. I dropped the other one because I am going to display it with the claw hands. I'll put that on there. And I'll put that on there, and that looks, God, that does look good. So for a side-by-side comparison, we'll go ahead and compare them with the Marvel Legends. If you're sitting there going, man, I could really save some money, I've been spending way too much money, where could I save some money? Well, this would be a good area. You got to figure this is $20. This is like, it's like $90 after shipping. Okay, let's be fair. This is like $22 on your doorstep. This is $90 on your doorstep. And I mean, the pants on this thing, they don't look good at all. It's got that grandpa butt. They just look weird. Like, I'm not really digging it. Their belt is way too high. You try to scoot it down, it goes right back up. It doesn't work. And you look at this guy, I think the Marvel Legends actually did a pretty good job on the paint as far as the hair goes. And then I like how this one has the buff arms and this one has the skinny arms. I didn't think these skinny arms didn't bother me until I held it side by side with this one. And I actually like the buffer arms a lot more, but they just kind of use the same generic buck on everyone. So if you're trying to save some money, you only want to have one interaction figure, I highly recommend this one over this one. Because $90 for $20, let's be real. So hold these two back here side by side, and you tell me, like, which one is better. Like, I'm a huge fan of the soft goods, so it's kind of like soft goods for me. But I'm just saying, if you're trying to save some money, this thing will definitely scratch that itch as far as the Logan figure goes. And if you don't like this one or you missed out on this one, then just hold on and you get the one in the black shirt. Another thing that I like that Mezco is doing that I hate on all other action figures except for Mattel, and this is the only reason why I'm upset that Mattel is losing their license, is because their action figure no longer have pinholes in the joints like the Mezco. So Mezco and like all the expensive people, they don't do pinholes either. But now Mattel is doing action figures that not a pinhole. Marvel Legends, they still can't figure it out. Yes, they did it a couple times. I think they did it on their Kingpin. They did it on their Groot. But other than that, they just keep going with these pins. And that's the only thing that I really don't like about Marvel Legends. And then you take this guy, you look at the detail on the hair. God, they killed it on the arms. He's got little chest hair. Awesome there. And then they went completely nuts on the back here. They might have overdid it, but I think it's hilarious, and I'm really glad that they did. And then the tank top is weird on the back. I've never seen a wife beater go as low in the back as it does in the front. And if you try to scoot it, it just goes right back to where it was. It seems like this part of the shirt should be way up here. I mean, that's horrible. Let's look at how his is. Okay, his is done right. You see how his goes up high in the back? Like, his looks way better. His is just way too opened up around the neck. Like, not really feeling that too much. The articulation, I'm not even going to touch on that because it's exactly the same as every single figure that is behind it. I've did it a couple times. I'm not going to do it again. If you have a Mezco action figure, they haven't changed much. This doesn't have butterfly joints, so you know how it works. The double elbow works really good. It's got a double knee. The boot is the same boot as on this guy right behind it. But they did do a really good job on that. The belt buckle is exactly the same. The jeans are exactly the same. But it actually looks pretty good on this. I guess maybe if you pose it, actually pose it, don't just have it in a vanilla pose, it will, yeah, it starts to come alive. It looks a little, even the butt looks even worse like that. Like, that is horrible. I'm not hating on Mezco. I do love the line. I'm addicted to it. That's the reason why I have so many Wolverines. As far as other accessories, he does come with this his little dog tag thing, which I am going to display that on there because I think that looks pretty cool. The patch head, I like it, but I'd rather put a patch on a $20 action figure than an $80 action figure. I'm going to go ahead and go with the cowboy hat one. I was going to say the regular one, but I already got rid of that. Let me try to put this thing on here where it will actually show the dog tag. And I will try to zoom in on that for you can actually read it, because it does actually say something. And put the cowboy hat back on it. This is how I'm going to display them. With the clawed hands, oh yeah, and the jacket. Let me get this jacket on, I'll come right back to you. Here he is with the jacket on, and I actually think this action figure really comes to life with the jacket on. They did a great job on the jacket. It hides the that low wife beater that he has on, which I was not feeling at all. It sucks because now you can't really see his hairy arms, but all these other ones have hairy arms, and they have short sleeves, so it kind of works out. I went ahead and put the jacket on him because it has a trench coat. I think did pretty good. The zipper on this thing actually works really well. And the jacket goes on extremely well because he's wearing a wife beater. He doesn't have like on this one the sleeves bunch up, or any other figure that I have where they actually have sleeves. I'm trying to fix this dog tag. There it is. The jacket always gets caught on it, but this one doesn't. It goes actually right on really smooth. So here he is. I'll go ahead and throw them up on my Mezco shelf and show you that. Alright, now I'm going to show you my Mezco Marvel shelf. Bring it around. You've seen it many times in the past. I'm going to try to go kind of quick. The Spider-Man I didn't really like when I got it, but actually after you put it with a pizza and a cool accessory, well, now I actually kind of do like it a lot. Coming around, you got Black Panther over here. Kingpin, what? That's not even a Mezco, it's a Marvel Legend, but they killed it and they did an amazing job. You got Blade. Really like that Blade. I saw the Plastic Addict got a vest for that thing, which I don't know how much that was, but I'm sure it's a lot. I would like to get one though, because that thing looked amazing when he put it on there. I got some RevTech, the only two RevTech that I own. That was by far my favorite Punisher out of all the Punishers. I never got the classic Punisher, but since they made that one, I don't really feel like I need it. Coming back around, whoa, the coolest motorcycle ever made right there. And we're coming up to the Logan Wolverine part, so you can see that we definitely have a lot of them. You got the old man Logan, the brown costume with the new head on there definitely looks a lot better, battling Sabretooth. And you have Logan, what, stomping out Captain Marvel. Go figure. Well, we knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Then you have the classic Wolverine up there. That's by far my favorite, just because I love the classic Wolverine. Whoa, all right. Coming back around, we have X-Force Wolverine, and then you have Deadpool. Coming back around, Thor, Iron Man. Still debating on if I need to get that other Doctor Strange. It's just like 3 Doctor Stranges. I just don't know. I do have 3 Iron Mans though, because I am a sucker. And that wraps up the Mezco Marvel shelf. Like always, guys, I really appreciate you. Thanks for watching.